Hi everybody. Thank you for participating in our program, and I hope that you've learned some valuable information about improving communication in your marriage. As the introduction to this lesson stated, we are going to be talking about the 5 love languages and bids for attention. You might be wondering what a love language is. Your love language is how you express and feel love. Many times people try to express their love to their spouse in their own love languages, the way that they feel loved. However, if your spouse has a different love language, they may not even realize that you are attempting to express love, and this is how misunderstandings can happen. The 5 different love languages are: first, words of affirmation. Someone who has this love language needs to hear encouraging and kind words. They thrive on genuine compliments, and verbal expressions of love and appreciation are important to them. Physical touch is another love language. Someone who has this love language enjoys the nonverbal communication. Things such as body language says a lot to them. They enjoy, of course, physical touch, and that physical touch can be as simple as a hug, a kiss, or even holding hands. Someone who has the love language of giving and receiving gifts enjoys thoughtful expressions through gifts. The gift should be something that says, "Hey, I thought about you," or that they wanted to share something important to them with you. The next love language is quality time. The person who enjoys quality time wants uninterrupted and focused conversations, and one-on-one time is critical to them. Someone who has the love language of acts of service thrives when their partner is willing to help them out, when they do things for them. They also enjoy doing things for those that they love. With these descriptions, did you recognize your love language? You may have also realized that you have more than one love language that you identify with. For example, I am equal in spending quality time and acts of service. On the lesson page, I want you to go to the link and take the 5 love language assessments. Both spouses should complete the assessment. Once you become aware of your spouse's love language, the challenge this week is to find creative ways to express love to your spouse in their love language. As you do so, communication and emotional closeness will improve in your marriage. Another way that love is expressed is through what Dr. John Gottman calls bids for attention. A bid is any attempt from one partner to the other for attention, affirmation, affection, or a positive connection. Bids can show up in simple ways, such as a smile, a touch, a wink, and more complex ways, such as a request for advice or asking for help. If a bid is made and it is returned with a positive response, the spouse making the bid has a positive emotional experience and feels loved. Bids can be tricky sometimes, though, because they're not always directly communicated. And if a bid is ignored or even missed, the spouse can feel rejected and the experience becomes negative. According to Dr. Gottman, for a relationship to remain positive and stable, there must be 5 interactions for every 1 negative interaction. So I'm going to demonstrate some examples of bids for attention. This vase represents your emotional love tank. Each time a bid is made and met with positive responses, it becomes filled. Each time a bid is ignored, some of those positive emotions are removed. So, for example, my husband knows that I hate unloading the dishwasher. When he sees me starting to unload it, he will offer to take over and finish the job. That fills my love tank. I'm feeling happy and appreciated. When I take out the laundry out of the dryer, sit down on the couch and start folding it, my husband will sit down next to me and he'll help me fold it. That also makes me feel loved and appreciated. My emotional tank is becoming full. I walk by the kitchen trash. I mention that it's full. My comment is ignored. I then must directly ask for the trash to be taken out. The response I get is, "Oh, I'll do that later." All right, fine. I'm a little annoyed, and so my love tank empties a little bit. That's a negative emotion. Okay, the next day, I walk by that same trash can. It's overflowing now, and it still has been not taken out. Now I'm mad. Okay. The next day, I get home from work and I mention that I had a difficult day and I'm tired. My husband wants to make things easier for me, so he offers to make dinner. Okay. My husband gives me an unsolicited compliment. I feel loved. Okay. I tell my husband that I feel like we just have not had very much time together and I miss spending time with him. He offers to take me to the movies. My love tank is getting pretty full now. Okay. My husband likes to watch a certain program that I do not care for. I sit next to him and let out a big sigh. I then complain that the show he is watching is boring. He ignores me and turns up the volume and continues to watch. So a little bit of that positive emotion goes away. Now, as you can see by the amount of positive emotion in the tank, it has more than I released. The positive experiences outweighed the negative. Also from this example, you can see that some of the bids for attention were not direct requests. They were subtle and nonverbal. So this week, I want you to think of the different ways that both you and your spouse make bids for attention. Talk with your spouse about some of those ways that are nonverbal and subtle. This, combined with being aware of your spouse's love language, will help make sure that your positive emotion tank stays full. Good luck with this week's challenges, and I hope that you are having fun discovering the different ways that you can communicate with each other. Thank you.